Yo, what's up, you guys? It's Bleed TV, and welcome back to another video today. So, a lot of people are reacting to this guy, and you guys probably also remember. If you guys remember, I think it was last year. Was last year sometime that reacted to, well, it was 2 years ago. I reacted to this person named Ollie London. Okay, I see a lot of YouTubers reacting to this guy, and we're going to watch a video where he talks about him being Korean, and even the title is even being Korean. That's what the title of this video is. So let's watch. Whew.
Hey guys, I just want to take this chance to come out today. Something that's been like on my mind for a long time, and I've been very confused about how I identify. I've been very confused, and I've seen a lot of other people online that have come out and been very brave about it and shared their story about how they identify, their gender, their pronouns, etc. So I've taken courage from these incredibly brave people, and it is Pride Month at the moment, so I thought this was the best time to do it, and add a voice, add strength to the LGBTQ+I community. So I am going to come out today and say that I've been transitioning. I've been very unhappy with who I am deep down for the last 8 years.
He looks like he got beat up. He literally looks like he got someone, I don't know, looks like he got beat up by a gang. That's what he looks like. I don't know. It literally looks like he got beat up by someone.
And I've had like 18 plastic surgeries now, and I've just had a facelift, a brow lift, a temple lift, an eye surgery, a canthoplasty, and my teeth done as well. These are just part of my transition.
He's got his teeth done as well.
And I'm feeling really good. For the first time in my life, I feel beautiful. I'm looking in the mirror and I love the way I look, and I feel happy.
He loves the way he looks. He loves that.
People can respect my decision. It's a very tough decision to come out this way. But I am coming out as non-binary. I don't feel I identify as male or female. I just feel like I'm just in the middle. And my pronouns are they, them, Korean, Jimin, because I know a lot of people don't understand me, but I do identify as Korean, and I do look Korean now.
No, you don't. They, them, or Jimin. What? What? You can't identify yourself as being Jimin if you're not Jimin. You don't look like Jimin. What you do look like is a Michael Jackson wannabe, but Jimin is not one of them. You're far from looking like Jimin, and you'll probably never look like Jimin. There is only one Jimin and one Jimin alone. So, yeah.
I do feel Korean. I don't identify as British, so please don't refer to me, any media or anyone online, as British, because I identify as Korean. That's just my culture.
You can't identify as another culture. You can't identify as Korean if you're not Korean. In order to be Korean, you have to live or be born in Korea. You have to be born in Korea. To identify as a Korean, your parents have to be Korean. You have to be born as a Korean person. You can't be born as a Korean if your parents are British. If you are British and you're trying to identify as a Korean, it will never happen because you were not born in Korean. Therefore, you didn't have Korean parents. Therefore, you will not be Korean.
That's my home country. That's exactly how I look now.
Your home country is
Korean name, but not only that, I just
England or London,
I know it's a
wherever
little
the
bit
hell you
confusing for
came
some people.
from.
Nobody's ever come
Your
out
last
as Jimin
name.
or Korean, but this is something that you guys know if you've followed my journey for the last 8 years.
I don't
really
follow
struggled
you.
with identity issues, with who I am.
I don't follow him. I don't like him. Just because, okay, it's not that I don't like him. I mean, he can do whatever the hell he wants, it's his life. But to try and make yourself into something that you are not, then what's the point of living? I mean, you can't live someone else's life. You have to live your own life. So him doing this and all the plastic surgery and doing all this stuff, and he's basically trying to be Jimin. It's not working out for him, for one, because he doesn't look anything like Jimin. The closest to Jimin I see is his hair, because Jimin has had pink hair before. He's looking closer and closer to that woman that had plastic surgery to look like a cat. That's what he looks like. He doesn't look anything like Jimin.
You know, with who I am, it's a very tough one. So I've finally had the courage. I've undergone my racial can't think of the word, transitional surgery. You know, I've transitioned to a non-binary person, they, them, Korean, Jimin, and I finally have the Korean look, so I'm actually really happy. But I just want to say to people, you know, I get so many cool comments online. I just want people to be able to respect my decision and don't be, you know, non-binary phobic or anything. Just please respect that this is how I feel. This is a very personal decision. And I've been inspired by the courage of other people, other young people that have come out as non-binary or come out in a different way. And that's really kind of given me the courage, because I think if they can do it, so can I. So as it's Pride Month, I just wanted to put this out there. I've been very trapped in my body for so long, and, you know, I identify with the Korean culture. I've lived in Korea, I speak the language, I have the Korean look now, I look completely...
You speak the language, do you? Well, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos that shows that he cannot speak the language. I can speak Korean better than him. Not to say that I can speak full Korean, but I know how to say 안녕하세요 properly. I know how to say 감사합니다. I know how to say 감사합니다? Yeah, 감사합니다. I might have botched that one. I know how to say 상하리에, yeah, I know how to speak Korean. You guys thinking? Okay. I know how to say 안녕하세요 because I watch a lot of Korean dramas and stuff. I know how to say 감사합니다. I don't know if it's 감사합니다 or 감사합니다. I've got a Korean thing on my phone. I'll have to check that. I know how to say I know how to introduce myself in Korean, which is 안녕하세요, Brandon입니다. I think that's right. But anyway, let's carry on watching
Korean.
this.
If you didn't know who I was, you would just think I was a Korean person.
No, we
not
wouldn't.
A man or a woman, just a person.
No,
and you know, people might think, oh,
we would not. Like if well, not we, but if I looked at him, so say if I go to Korea and he's walking around in the streets, I wouldn't look at him as a Korean. I would look at him as, what the I'm not gonna swear. What the fudge is that? Okay, I did swear in my gaming videos, but I apologize for that. But I would not identify him as a Korean if he was walking in Korea, around in Korea. And if let's say I went to Korea and I lived in Korea and he walked in the streets, I would not look at him and say, that guy's Korean. I would be like, what the fudge is this? Is it Michael Jackson's twin? Not even twin. Guy that's trying to be like Michael Jackson. But anyway, let's carry on.
Such a joke, but you know what, guys? You don't understand. If you're trapped in the wrong body your whole life, like, you don't understand. I haven't been trapped in this body my whole life, but it's been the last 8 years, and it's been very tough. I've been very confused, and I've had so many people online bully me about my looks, my love of Jimin, my love of Korea, and people just don't get it. No one's done this before, but I just want to take the brave step to, you know, do this, because I'm sure there's many other young people out there that do identify as Korean or maybe as Japanese, and they don't have the strength or courage, or they don't know the words how to express this, and it's a very, very tough thing. And I'm, you know,
again, you cannot identify yourself as another race. It doesn't work that way. If you have ethnicities, like if you have, let's say you're half Korean, if you're half this, or if you've got Korean blood in you, or this blood or that blood. So like for me, I have Irish, not half Irish, but I have Irish blood in me. I have British blood in me. I have, I think, Dutch blood in me. I can't remember. And Portuguese. But I don't go to, let's say, Ireland and try to change my look to look like an Irish person. I don't do that. I don't talk like an Irish person. Okay, that was a flipping terrible that was a terrible Irish accent. I apologize to all the Irish viewers. Yeah, that was a terrible Irish accent. I apologize to all the Irish viewers, but hey, I am half Irish. Not half, but I got Irish blood. I got Irish blood in me. That was terrible as well. I shouldn't be doing that, but yeah, so I've got Irish blood in me, I've got Scottish blood in me, and Portuguese blood, I think. I think I've got a little bit of British in me too. I've got a little bit of British in me as well. But, yeah. But I don't identify as an Irish person, a British person, or a Portuguese, because I've got Portuguese in me as well, Portuguese person. So yeah,
I don't want to receive any backlash for this, because this is a very personal thing.
Dude, you're gonna
to
get
share.
you
guys, like,
you got backlash. It
you
doesn't
know,
matter.
People online, like YouTubers, they always say, "Oh, he
got
does things for attention."
backlash.
Like,
100%.
nobody would do this for attention. Nobody would go through this much pain, this much suffering.
You
I've
doing
had
it for
18 surgeries in
attention.
total
Attention.
for the
You
last
doing it
8
for
years. Nobody
attention,
would
dude.
do that to themselves for attention. Like, I'm doing this because it's how I identify, it's how I feel. So I just want people to please be respectful in the comments. Please be respectful online.
A lot of people on YouTube are nailing this guy for doing this. But look, when he looks like this, when I look at him like this, he actually looks like, you know, those like makeup that like let's you know from what's it? I don't know. From like let's say people people do acting movies and they put like prosthetics on and they look like a lizard person or something. That's what he looks like right here.
As I said, I'm non-binary now, so I can be addressed as they, them, Korean, or Jimin.
You
so
cannot.
They/them/Jimin/Korean. Or
you are not Korean. You cannot be identified as Korean if you are not a Korean. You don't even look Korean. You are British. You were born in England or London. Says your name. You cannot be identified as British, Korean, or German. I mean, Korean or German. We can be identified with being British, yes, but not identified with being Korean or German. German and you are completely different people. German is perfect. You are that.
or Ko/Ian, Korean. That's how I identify. People might not get it. It's a new concept, whatever. This is how I feel, so please be respectful of my pronouns.
No,
of my
there's no
gender
slash.
identification.
It's just Korean.
And, just want to say, I hope this
100%
video
Korean.
might
It's not
encourage other young people
slash,
that have been really
it's
struggling with who
Korean.
they are. You know, always do what makes you happy in life. This is my message. This is my motto. Be
Yes,
who you want to be.
do what you do.
You know,
Okay,
love
yeah,
who you want
I
to
can-
love. Be
I can relate to that. Do what makes you happy. But don't do something that makes you happy, but then it makes other people unhappy because you're doing it because you're an asshole.
what gender you want to be what person you want to be.
Yes, I can agree
You
with
know,
that.
I support all the LGBTQI+.
I don't agree with
question
him
mark,
changing his
community
face to be like Jimin,
and all
which
the people
is
that identify
not
in different
exactly
ways. I think it's
looking
a very
like
beautiful
Jimin.
thing that, you know, in 2021 we can all have
He
these
looks like a lizard person.
different identities and we can love different people freely. But it's not the same in every country. So I just want to say some of my fans are in countries where it's not possible to come out as non-binary or to be themselves. And I just want to say, please have strength, please have courage. One day your time will come, you'll be able to freely express yourself. And I will always try my best to give you guys a voice, give you guys a platform and be a champion for the non-binary community. So just wanted to put that out there, guys. Like, I've done a lot of surgeries now.
Yeah, we can see
you know,
that.
I'm really loving the results already, but I just wanted to put that out there that I now identify as non-binary, and I really
No,
appreciate all of the fans and everyone that supports me with this, and I hope that, you know, I can be an inspiration to others. So thank you so much, guys. I love you all, and thank you to everyone's support. I really appreciate it.
Well, that was a thing. Yeah, so my words to Ollie London is just don't. Just don't. Because you're literally offending Korean culture, you're offending Korean race, and you're offending every Korean that watches you on your YouTube or even listens to your shitty music. So anyway, if you like my Ollie London reaction, I'll do more. There is one that I also want to react to, which is Ollie London trying to speak Korean or any other language, and people like, no, that's not how you say it. You say it like this. But if you guys enjoyed this, please hit that subscribe button, give a like, hit the notification bell, and also I think I said it last time that I'm gonna be uploading every single day, 8 o'clock in the morning. So subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single morning. So thank you guys. I'll see all you guys in the next video. Goodbye.